It is your girl, trending Señora, and I'm back like I never left. So I took a day or two off. I don't know if it's been 2 days, y'all. I don't know. Has it been 2 days? I think it's only been a day. I only took a day off. And, bosses, basically my lenders been stressing me. They was like, well, girl, you hollering that you want this house. You better get to work. Stop being lazy. Get off your ass and make some content. So I had to answer the call. I didn't want to come on here until my hair was finished, but I was like, well, let me find something to give y'all something to talk about. So, I be scrolling per usual. Let me tell y'all about a day in my life first. So, I wake up to find out that my mama is cheating on me with another family. Like, she just went and adopted another family. Apparently, I'm not good enough of a daughter for her. And y'all know I'm adopted, so I'm a black sheep. Because I'm just so fucking fine. And they be like, I can't stand this fine-ass bitch. She thinks she could just sit around here and do nothing and just bark orders and antagonize everybody in the household. And in a way, it's true. But I work. They don't understand entrepreneurship because I told y'all they in that Christian cult, that damn cult. That cult don't understand what it's like to get out on your own and branch off. They want you to be a slave. They want you to be a slave your whole life. A slave to a man, a slave to a system, a slave to a job. They want you to be a slave. It's slave training. It's slave programming. Slave programming. That's why I painted that picture with slaves on it. That word slaves, I know y'all be seeing that picture in my background, be like, what the hell does that picture mean? She's like so goth. She's so eerie. But this is what I be going through. I had to paint it because, for it to manifest, but I had to burn the slaves in the blue fire. And the blue fire is my school, Alkaline Institute. It's the new programming. Queen ENT, Training Señora. I'm here. The emotional movement, the progress. So anyway, so yeah, so I guess she called herself cheating on us with a new family. So she be out and about with her new family, like, I'm not good enough. But I told her she can't drag the babies in the nonsense, because you don't put the damn babies in the cult. You program all us for your little cult, and because the mama don't want to be in the cult, you want to neglect the children. That ain't right. You don't need to do my babies like that. But anyway, that's the family life. So I was scrolling on TikTok, and this boy, he got this song. I guess they trying to do positive vibes now, right? Now, I don't like it how they want to clown everything, but I guess they want to give me, because I am the CEO, of the universe, in the galaxies and beyond. But since I am the CEO, I guess I have to clarify. So he had a song I was listening to. I liked it at first, but then he kept saying, like, the song was like, I hope, we get a stimulus. I hope your kids go bathe without you asking. He said, I hope your bills get paid. I hope, right? I don't like that word hope. I don't like that word hope no more. If you spell hope backwards, it's EPO. So it's like eternal pole. That's my takeaway. I know y'all like, what? I think, I be saying these bitches be at their pole, right? They be at their pole. And I don't like that. That's why I stopped using that word hope. Because it sounds like pole. That's why I like the word manifestation. Because manifestation, you got to activate it. You got to do work to make it happen, right? So all this, I hope this, I hope that. I get what we're trying to do, because y'all know I told y'all that, it's like they monetize off of pain. But at the same token, I can transmute pain. I ain't telling y'all it's no pain, no gain. I believe in that. I know that. No pain, no gain. It was the pain that brought me here. It's the pain that got me here. It's the pain that brought forth Trending Señora. It was the pain that brought forth this music. It was the pain, okay, overstand this. Now, what I don't like is when y'all drag the pain on, like, make some new pain. Make some new something, you know what I'm saying? So I can transmute, because it's like Groundhog Day in this bitch, where they rewind the same old shit. I'm like, okay, we passed that trauma. We done made like 6 albums on that trauma. Can we like make some more trauma, like something new for us to progress? Because, like elevation, right? It's like levels, right? New levels, new devils. I'm seeing the same old devils. I ain't seeing no new devils. It's the same old devils. I thought it was supposed to be new devils. Like, I might have corporate devils. Like, I ain't trying to jinx my stuff, but I might have corporate devils who might be sending me stuff like saying, okay, YouTube has new regulations and rules or some shit like that. You know, those new levels, new devils. That type of deal. Like, it's supposed to be some new thing that you're supposed to overcome. But it's like we still repeating the same repetitive cycles of trauma that we've already grew and transmuted and built from. We've already learned our lessons from those past traumas. Let's get something different. Let's elevate. Let's get something more on my level. It's just like when you're in school, they challenge you with grade 1. Then grade 2, you get a new challenge. Grade 3, you get a new challenge. Like, you know, I feel like I don't got all my degrees by now. And just off of the fact y'all keep recycling the same old trauma. It's like it ain't nothing new. But anyway, I said all that to say is I don't hope that for y'all, because that's going to make a lazy economy, hoping y'all stuff get paid, hoping. Faith without works is dead. Y'all little cult Bible say this, but I say manifestation without work is dead. You can't hope for stuff. You can't sit around hoping. You got to put action. If you want a better lifestyle for you and your children, you want your children to behave and clean up, you got to set the tone. Like, I get up, I clean and do all that. I show my children what a tidy room looks like, what my prep does. If they do it or not, that's on their own, because when they get their own shit, they gonna either like the roaches or they ain't gonna like the roaches. It's on them. You see what I'm saying? Those are things that they have to learn on their own. They got to determine how they want to live, if you want to be a dirty child or not. So I be, you know, you got to instill, you got to actually make motion. You got to put your energies for it to activate. If you just sit around hoping for shit, it ain't going to activate. So I ain't promoting no lazy economy. I guess they trying to, saying if this is what a positive world look like. That ain't what a positive world. A positive, if you really want it, to be like mock me, a positive world is just giving people the truth, blood raw. Like, get off your ass and make some motion and make shit happen for yourself. Stop being fucking lazy. A lot of y'all want to sit here and gang stalk people, which is y'all religion. That's a cult practice to aggravate the hell out of people. I understand that. That's a cult practice. And it makes greats like myself. It's a method to the madness. It works in a way. But it don't work when y'all keep doing the same shit. Like, this all we know. We ain't graduate. We wasn't anticipating on you graduating. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just expected you to dwell on the same drama forever. We didn't know you was going to graduate and want something more. We was just going to sit here and antagonize you over a nigga you don't even know for your whole life. That's what our game plan was. We didn't have a plan B or C. We didn't have grades to this. Okay, once she graduates from this the next game plan. They didn't do that. But I understand why they don't teach them nothing, because they real ignorant. They deaf, dumb, and blind. But I'm like, if y'all really want to make a positive world, you'll make their ass work. See, they try to, but what they're doing is bouncing all around. They're bouncing all around the actual, like, they're bouncing around the actual topic. They want to make it look like, okay, everything should be handed to us. That's what my objective of my programming is. It's just to have everything handed to us. That is not my objective. And I get on here and tell y'all all the time, I bust my ass for the shit that I have. I bust my ass. Even when it's making content. YouTube ain't seeing me my check yet, but, the universe will gift you for working in your gifts. That's why they told me to go to work today. The universe told me to take my ass to work today. Bitch, you say you want this house, you better act like you want this house, because in the spiritual realm, although my views may not be up, although, the checks ain't coming yet, we gifting you in other ways. You still got a roof over your head. You still got lights. You still got water. You still got fresh fruits. You still got beautiful hair, beautiful skin, beautiful eyes, beautiful. You just gorgeous, bitch. We granting you and we gifting you every goddamn day. So work for your gifts. And that's what I do. I work for my gifts. Okay? So I ain't telling nobody to get shit handed to them. Like, that is mediocre. That's a mediocre program. And it is a down spiral for the economic system, because that is not what I was promoting. I was just simply saying, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all unless it is needed or intended. That's a fact. And I feel like, spiritual warfare is with the tongue, and because they are deaf, dumb, and blind, they're not allowed to speak enlightenment because they blind to it. You can't speak on nothing that you don't know. So that's all they trained to do is speak like nonsense into your life. But like I said, everything is accounted for. There is a book of life. There's a book of energy. Every time you use your tongue, you cast a spell. Every time you gossip, every time you spread a rumor, there is energy. So it's a book of energy, an accounting of all the energy being used. So now I'm the accountant overstand this. Queen ENT, Trending Señora, I'm the accountant. The family entrusted me and left me with this. You know, this whole stolen identity, y'all can run around with that bullshit, play all fucking you want. At the end of the day, I know my power, I know my position. Shit don't pass unless I prove it. And that's where we at. With all this, we stole your identity. You can't take what's already in you. That shit is in me. That's in my blood. That's in my DNA. That's a royal lineage. That's a royal privilege. You can't take that. You can't take that. All you can do is run your damn mouth. You can't take shit. I'm the book. What wrong with you? If it don't go through me, it ain't getting done. That's why you keep coming back. Silly. They're silly. Anyway, I said all that to say is this book has to account for. So even with the gossip and the slander and the rumors and the defamation, it's a spell and it has to be accounted for. Because this is how people pay their debts back. Because when you don't did it too much, that's when you get sick. That's when your bones break. And that's another thing the boy in the song on TikTok was talking about. I hope you overcome your sickness. I say you can't hope for that. They got to act right for them. The only reason why they get sick because they overdo it. That book, when accounting book don't balance, you got to pay. You got to pay so the book can balance out. And a lot of y'all got to pay for running your fucking mouth too damn much. Excuse my language. Running your mouth too much. And it ain't adding. It's subtracting. So now you have to pay your debt with your vessel, with your vision, with your health, your nutrition. This is why I be telling y'all, I say toxic people don't get cash flow because they toxic. When your money running low, it's because you're toxic. It's because you toxic. And you know, for those who are not toxic, they already are the money. So they don't need it. And they know how to use their gifts to get what they need to get through the game of life. So it's everything works. I'm the book. I'm the great book. Don't play with me. Because the queen took a day off. Like, bitch, y'all, like I said, you can run your mouth all day. But like I said, I'm the accountant. So everything has purpose. I'm going to give you purpose. If you didn't have purpose, I'm going to give you one. That's what I do. That's my program. I give everybody purpose. I give everybody a job. Everybody got a job to do. This ain't no one-man band. I included the whole army in here. Now, if the army refused to cooperate, they have to pay. They got to pay the debt because I'm the accountant. And when that ledger don't balance, you going to pay. You going to pay with your health. You going to pay with your mind. You going to pay with your body. You going to pay with your soul. Or you going to pay getting knocked out them shoes. And that's how the game go. Free game. Okay? Thanks. So stop playing with me. Stop with the charades. But since I am the accountant, I account for all the gossip too. That's why I be up on the tea. Like I be listening to it. And then, you know, I got to read between the lines myself and use it and dissect it because I'm a computer. So it's like you're pushing information through my system and I'm going to spit out something new. I'm going to shit out some gold if you put it through my system. So no matter what slander, gossip, defamation, whatever you put through that computer, I'm going to transmute it and make it something new that everybody can eat off of. That is what I do. That's why I was sent here. Because y'all don't know how to do it. I do that. You can't take that. You can't take that. And it's like a lot of y'all run around with this defamation, this slander. You know, at the end of the day, y'all know y'all lucky. I want to say all y'all lucky because I'm the computer. Why? Because since I'm the computer and I know how to transmute energy and turn it to gold, y'all lives be getting spared. Because I know how to transmute it. So when y'all think y'all gossiping to tear me down, when y'all think y'all gossiping because y'all won something, you think you gossiping because you're looking big, you think you're doing whatever you think you're doing because it's your job to think that you're doing something when you're doing nothing. That is your program. Gratitude for me because I can actually make it purposeful for you. So like I said, all this gossip, slander, defamation, I make it purposeful every time I get on here and speak. I account for your debt. I pay the debt. Because so that way when that ledger, when that account come back, and you come up and they were like, this energy, this entity used all their energy and used all the book energy on the books to slander you about, oh, I stole your identity and I ruined your reputation and da 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 da. Then, okay, so it's like, with a checking account, they you put everything that goes in the account and everything that goes out. So what went in was the slander, defamation. Oh, I stole her identity. I did this X, Y, and Z to her. Blase, blase. I took her identity. Blah, blah, blah. Fortunately, I'm the computer, so I compute it, right? So then I spit it out and I make it content, right? And then I also make it new rules, regulations, and requirements for us to keep receiving these gifts. So when the account, at the end of the year, when we do the fiscal tally and show like account for everything that you've done, you might have on the books, because you don't talk so much shit. I said what I said, you don't talk so much shit. When the books come, it's going to show, okay, well, they went in the negative 1,000. So they got to pay it back. How they going to pay it back? They're going to give you cancer. They're going to take one of your kidneys, kill your lungs. They're going to do, it's spiritual. It's spiritual warfare. Sickness is spiritual warfare. Take one of their legs, cripple them, depending on how heavy your debt is. So when at the end of the year, when that book comes to me, the accounting book, what they put in versus what came out. But because I'm the computer and I'm abundant and I am the source, I am the way of life, I am new life, I am the new programming, I am the motion, the movement, the progress, because I am that I am. Okay, overstand this. So when it come through my books, I said, okay, well, they did X, Y, and Z, but this what we made off of their motion. Because I give y'all purpose. So I say they was talking all that crap, but look at all the content we made off that subject matter. Look how many people we have reached worldwide to help them through their traumas, trials, and turmoils, and help them overcome their struggle and help them keep pushing to create something new. So we created this whole lineage of creators off that one trauma response of this individual. So this is how we tally up the books. And so then when we do the books, the checks and balances, it will say, okay, well, we can take off. It's like taxes. I do the taxes. I'm a tax professional, actually. But I do the taxes. That's exactly what I do. I do the taxes. So at the end of the year, when okay, this person did all this talk crap about you, did all this to slander you all over town. This person thought they was bigger than the program. This person really thought that, was doing X, Y, and Z. When the books say, okay, you negative 1,000 or negative 1,000,000, whatever you in the negatives in, I come in and was like, okay, well, based on what they did, I did X, Y, and Z. So then we start putting points back on. So, they're not he or she, whatever, non-binary. They're no longer in the negative 1,000. We added 500 for this because we made this content and reached this many audiences. It influenced this motion, because I say I influence motion, with the motion, the movement, progress. When I say motion, that means other people are picking up on everything my computer is computing, and they're implementing it in their day-to-day strategies to make change in their daily lives, whether it's working or being healthy enough to go to work, whatever your job is. All of us have different jobs. And people think, you don't downplay your 9 to 5, because your simple motion, like I always say this, like when you go through the drive-thru and get you a coffee, the simple interaction from going through the drive-thru and getting a coffee, how that person who hands you the coffee treats you can change your whole day. It changed your whole vibration. It can either make you or break you. And some of y'all be having rough days, be stressing from the night before. But when you go through that line to get that coffee and somebody just say something positive like, oh, have a good day, or I made it special for you. Just simple stuff like that takes off the dead. So that's why I'm like, don't downplay your job, whatever your job is. Everybody works in the balance. There we go. That's why I'm the new balance. That's why I'm the ledger. That's why I am the accountant. That's why I am the tax professional. That's why I'm here. Overstand this. I am that I am. One-stop shop, Queen ENT, trending Señora, new programming. So this is why, I was given these gifts. This is why I was assigned. This is why I was chosen. Y'all use that word, chosen, chosen, chosen. Y'all all chosen for something. Everyone is chosen for something. But I just have the gift and the burden to be chosen to make account for all the energy being used in the realm. That's what I was picked to do. That was my job, handpicked. You know, I was reading this Harry Potter book, and you know, they was talking about the school of wizardry, how they gave everybody different hats, and then whatever your hat was your position. And then I read the book. I was like, damn, who gave me the ratchet hat? I said, why y'all gave me the ratchet hat? You know, why I gotta be, you know, over the ratchets, right? But I understand this is more than just like the ratchets, right? This impacts everything. This is a portfolio, and the portfolio has a ripple effect upon multiple dimensions. So whatever happens in the hood is happening everywhere else. This is economics, because everything is like a copy of everything we do, whether it's no matter what class you're in, rich, poor, middle class, high level, the same situations are happening. Baby daddy drama, baby mama drama, everybody goes through that. It don't matter what class you're in. Everybody goes through that. Legal fees, legal services, hard on the job, being discriminated on the job. Like, it don't matter what class you're in, everybody goes through the same thing. So when I compute and come up with different methods to help you aid in your progression, it creates a ripple effect. Like, it's a energy. It's like a domino almost, but it's like but it's something, it vibrates. It bounces off of everybody. So your simple change of motion based on my voice and my platform and me showcasing y'all opportunities for growth and development changes the whole trajectory for the whole game, the whole dynamic for the industry. Understand these, okay? Queen N, teacher and the Señora. Now, so that's why it's my job to keep the books. That's why I was chosen to have the books. I am the book of life. That's why I am the wisdom. And I also spoke on how I said you could see in my face that I'm ancient wisdom, like I'm an ancient book. Like when Indiana Jones go through the tombs and hunt for the treasures. And I seen this African man on the street. I swear he just came. He time traveled, teleported, whatever, but he showed me this book, and it was the staircase, and it was this book with the eye on it. And he showed me that book, and I was like, dang, I wanted to go through the book, but I didn't want to stop and talk because I don't like talking to people no more because I see everybody out for blood. But anyway, I glanced at it, I looked at it, I was going to go through the whole book because, you know, I'm an artist. It was a book of pictures, but that was the picture he showed me. But my takeaway from that is just like how Indiana Jones searches the tombs for treasures. I was that treasure. I was the book. I was the ancient book. It's like an ancient book, golden book of life and energy and abundance. And this book is going to give you everything you need to be fruitful and prosper and progress and keep your economics. Like, this book is a powerful sorcery that nobody should have. Like, not anybody should have access to this book. Understand this. So it's like they was digging for treasure, and they found me and brought me here on the paddy wagon, and they didn't know what to do with this ancient wisdom. They didn't know what to do with this ancient book. They didn't know how to use it or monetize on it. Like I said, Babylon, the baby. They didn't know what to do with the baby. So they just dogged the baby, mistreated the baby, got the advancements for having the baby, but they didn't know how to monetize on the baby. They didn't know how to use gold. They didn't know how to monetize on gold, but the gold knew what to do all along. Should just left the gold alone, let the gold work. So that's what the gold been doing. But anyway, I said all that to say that's what I am. I'm that great book. So I have to keep all the accounts of everything being used. And then I transmute that energy to create new things, abundant gifts, abundant economic systems, cycles, flows, patterns, like the river, the bank. I'm the new banking system. I'm the economy. Babylon, the baby. So so with that being said, I am that I am. Like, that ain't something you could take from me, but I want to say, like, that is my job to make it right, like make everything balanced for y'all. So I account for all y'all nonsense. But I was saying that boy, because, you know, like, I guess they were, the joke, the gag was, if this is what positive music, if we only made positive music, this is what it sounded like. That is not what positive music sound like. That song sounded like telling people to be lazy and don't work for what you want. That's what it sounded like. It seemed like, here's how y'all play the game. We either be sorrowful, pain, cause conflict, drag on pain every day of our life, or we hope for better. Them are two options. It ain't no in between. I'm the balance, right? I'm the balance. So I'm telling you, you can invoke pain, but is you gonna hold on to your pain? You holding on to the pain is what makes you sick. That's why. And then y'all be talking about sickness, disease, high blood pressure, cancer, and all these diseases. That's from that book not balancing out at the end of the year. It's I do the taxes. So, you know, you may have been on the list to get cancer because you just was trifling all year, did the same thing over and over and over and over. And because I only monetized off of like 10% of it, because I only were able to transfer 15% of all your trauma, I transmuted it to create a new programming and to create a new cycle and to create new economics, to create new life, to create a new source of energy. You still accountable for the other, 85%. So I took 15% off your debt. So that might have been, your debt might have been like, okay, they need cancer now because they need to slow the fuck down and sit down and get sick and die because they just doing too much. That book at the end of the year might have said you was destined for cancer. But instead of it saying you being destined for cancer, they send you for cancer. They give you the cancer. They send you to get the treatment. You overcome it. You fight it. And you win against the fight of cancer. And you become a new person after that. Right? Some of y'all, it might be, okay, this person, you monetized, like you transmuted a lot of their energy. A lot of their energy transmuted and created this, and this. We don't did this program. We don't created these programs for everybody to use their energy. We don't did X, Y, and Z. Like your taxes is getting paid. You got a lot of tax write-offs, you know, at the end of the year. So this person, nah, they ain't gonna get no cancer. They ain't gonna get none. In fact, we might get them something back. They might actually get money back because we did so much with that energy. Others might be like, well, they still trifling as hell. They need to be slowed down, but it's not as severe as cancer, so we gonna fuck up their kidneys. Excuse my language. We gonna mess with their kidneys. Or we gonna mess with their vision. We gonna mess with their hearing. Like, we gonna mess with their skin. Like, it be different stuff based on your debt, how much you owe from being trifling. That's how the game go. So that's why I do the taxes. So it's my job to transmute the energy. So I have to keep track of all the nonsense going through the airwaves and seeing how I'm transmuted. Like, I transmuted some crap today. Because look, so these witches, I was watching Tyler Perry Beauty in Black, right? And she done teamed up with Mallory. Like, Mallory was one of the paddy wagon kids, like Kimmy. Kimmy and Mallory had similar stories. They was both paddy wagon kids, right? And they both had to, like, find a common ground. Had it not been for Mallory going through it with her man and letting that dude manipulate her and play her. I was so mad about that. I did not like how they depicted Mallory. I don't know if they was trying to be funny, but they depicted her. Mallory was like the leader of the company. She wasn't worried about her dude because she knew her dude cheated. She knew about all her dude women. She be stalking the girls and doing all the extra stuff. But he was like messing with a girl just to manipulate her. You could tell because he didn't even want the girl. After she beat the girl up, he went and found some more girls to do it with. Like, I didn't like that because Mallory know her man. Well, you would think. Like, he be manipulating her like these women more important than her. But I'm like, she also knows her husband's habits. So, you know, it's like, it ain't no special woman for him. She treat all the hoes like they special. That's her problem. She don't know how to, she don't know game. Like, I thought Mallory was going to be like a Beyonce or something. Like, you know, Beyonce ain't gonna tell y'all, like, lash out on every bitch her man messing with unless the girl become Beyonce just don't talk about it. She don't. You know, she did that Becky with the good hair, but I felt like that was a compilation of a bunch of bitches. You see what I'm saying? Becky with the good hair was a compilation of a bunch of hoes. Versus Mallory, she trips out over a single hoe. And I'm like, you know your man a drug addict. You know he used that to get off. It's a bunch of hoes. Like, why you giving one hoe the spotlight? I don't like that. I'm like, for you to be a businesswoman, I think you'd be more intelligent than to let one little measly ass hoe manipulate you to act out like that. But I didn't like how they depicted her on that. You know, that's just my takeaway. But it took her to show her ass to, like, I guess, to gain the respect of Kimmy and them. Or whatever. I still didn't like that because, like, even Kimmy know better. Like, Kimmy know game like that. She got game like that. She know these niggas for everybody, right? So I'm like, Mallory, you should know that because you only got with this nigga for you know, the status anyway. Like, why is you acting like this, ratchet? I didn't like that. I didn't like Tyler Perry for that. I don't like that. Because I liked it, Mallory. Even though she was the bitch of the show, I just liked it how she could remain composed in the midst of all her mess. You know, because it really shows that self-control. That's what we're learning, self-control. So that's how I was thinking. Like, I liked her because she had self-control. Like, she handled business like a boss in the first season. Like, even when she wanted to snap on her man, she cleared out the restaurant before she snapped on his ass. That type of shit. That's the type of boss shit I like Mallory for. I really liked Mallory for that. She was a bitch, but she did shit discreet. She was discreet with the heat first season. This season, I don't know if she hunching Kimmy and Kimmy don't give her that juice. I don't know, because Kimmy don't even act like that. So I don't know. Anyway, but I said all that to say they teamed up. They teams up or whatever, because they both realized they paddy wagon babies. You know, I told y'all to go through the my videos. I tell you how the chosen ones, or y'all call us chosen ones. I say the ones who burden the babysit the nonsense. We get sent here on a paddy wagon because we got a little bit more sense than them. We are gifted with intelligence, a brain. We can transmute energy. We can balance shit out like cleaners. They send cleaners on the paddy wagon to make sure everybody stays straight. Like, the cleaner is the one to make sure stuff don't get wiped out, right? So they was all paddy wagon girls, and they ganged up to like take over the company and make sure they got all the dirt out the company. That's what they did. They cleaned up. They were cleaners. That's exactly what Kimmy and Mallory did. They cleaned the company. That's exactly what they did. They cleaned the company together. But I had this dream anyway, and it's whole. I look. I feel like back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They on me. These bitches had numerous of times. These bitches wanted to step on me so bad. They wanted to disrespect me, discredit me, you know, downplay me, mess up my whole game room for attention. So why would I hire you and you already showed me that you're incompetent and that you only work for attention? You still say I could hire you for something that requires you to be thirsty for attention, but you would not sit at my table and sit next to me. I would not have you over my events. I would not hire you for that because you've already showed me you're incompetent, that you'll do anything for attention, and therefore we'll miss out on opportunities as an organization because there might be another young lady like myself, Paddy Wagon Gang. It might be another young lady like myself who can actually bring something forward to the table, and all because you're thirsty for attention, you will discredit her, count her out. And it's one thing to discredit somebody and count them out, but y'all discredit them, count them out, and then sabotage them. Like, y'all do everything. Y'all do the most. Okay, it's one thing, like I said, if you're going to discredit me, count me out, leave me alone after that. After they discredit you and count you out, they follow you around town, sabotage you. Like, they mess with your bank accounts, mess with your car, mess with your income. Like, they just go above their job description. Above. And I'm like, if I'm so much less than, why is you putting in all this work? This is why I will never hire you bitches. Because y'all trifling as fuck. Y'all mess up the money. Because it could be other women who could actually help us get established. Women in business who can help my brand, like, conquer the world, the nations. Like, well, this could be bigger than life, but it's bitches like you who go around and destroy the people who actually gonna aid us in the transition. So no, you would not sit at my table. You showed your character. I've been going through this my whole life. This is over 3 decades. Y'all been acting like assholes. I shouldn't have to wait another 3 decades for y'all to get this shit right. I'm only hiring the ones who is right for the job. Bitch, you disqualified. So anyway, the energy that they used to send that stupid ass dream, I used that energy and transmuted it into clean the house. I used that energy to clean the house. And that's exactly what I did. I cleaned the house with that ass. So Queen ENT, Trinity Señora. So I'm gonna finish my hair. But I just had to go on my rant and give y'all my 2 cents. And shit, this is more than 2 cents. This is y'all tax, because this tax season right now. Y'all gotta file y'all taxes now. Taxes due April 1st. So that's just a little tip for you. I gave y'all tax advice. That's all I did. I came on here and gave y'all some tax advice. But Queen ENT trending Señora. So this is what I've been doing, transmuting energy. But I said all that to say, to close off, that energy allowance that they granted them to send me that stupid ass dream. That's a tax write-off. So when you go file your taxes, you can write that off because it aided and manifested in this programming that is going to reach audiences worldwide. So you have a tax write-off, and I was able to manifest a new program based on that and set a new standard of criteria for all the women in business who would like to stay employed and stay in motion. Queen ENT trending Señora. Comment, like, share, subscribe. More content coming soon. I'm gonna give y'all a look once I'm done. Love y'all. Mwah.